There's name and
Okay.
Rita Farr.
So we are going to talk about some of Ekua's ancestors because that's her assignment at Quilombo School. They want to know about an ancestor who is at least 4 generations removed. 4 generations. So one generation is her mommy. What's your mommy's name?
Anika.
Okay, another generation is me, your Ia. And then you need to know
Grandma Rita Farr.
Grandma Rita Farr is another one. And then the next one is Grandma Myrtle.
Grandma Myrtle.
That's
Proud.
great, Grandma Myrtle Proud. That's right. Now, whose mommy is she? Do you know?
Almost.
Sit down. You have to sit down so the camera can keep up with you and hear what you're learning. Yeah, you can see it right there. So we're going to be talking about great Grandma Myrtle Proud.
Here.
And she was my grandmother. She was your mother's great grandmother. Oh, I have to get my wings on, everyone. Then we'll be able to get a little more work done. Okay, let's see. Thank you, granddaughter. Okay, a little better. So, wings on, ready to work.
No, we're not.
Now, Ekua is 3 years old, and you can tell by everything that she's doing.
I'm that 3-year-old.
Yeah, this is what 3-year-olds are doing. Well, then show me what a 5-year-old does when it's time to work. I made a mistake. She's 5. Look. See how she's working like a 5-year-old? Perfect. That's a beautiful 5-year-old. So, now that my 5-year-old granddaughter is sitting and listening to me, and we're working together, we were talking about which of your ancestors?
Ia and Grandma Rita Proud.
Well, we didn't. Grandma Rita's last name is Grandma Rita Farr. But we kept going. We said one generation is you, the next generation is your mother, and then is her mother's, which is me, and then is my mother, which is
Grandma Rita Proud.
Well, my mother is Gigi Verdis Proud, but you're right. Grandma Rita Farr is also on the same generation with her. But we're going to go one more. We're going to go to generation 5. Say generation 5.
Generation 5.
And we're going to talk about great Grandma Myrtle. So say that one. Say great Grandma Myrtle.
Great Grandma Myrtle Proud.
Yes, and she was my grandmother.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you like to know about great Grandma Myrtle Proud?
Reading books.
You would like to know, did she read books?
Yeah.
Yes. Great Grandma. No, I'm not putting on the tutu right now. I have on my wings already. Great Grandma, listen to what Ia's going to tell you. Great Grandma Myrtle's favorite book was the Holy Bible. Yes.
Where did she get it from?
She got it from her church.
How did she have that at her church?
Because it belongs to a church that was called Providence Baptist Church. And at the church, they give everybody a Bible. Now, some people like to buy their own Bibles from the store, but many people receive their Bible at church. So that was her favorite book. You know what she called it? They have a nickname for it. They called it the Good Book.
I got a nickname for it.
What do you call it?
The Great Antenna Book.
The Great Antenna Book?
Yes.
That's different. That's interesting. Well, so we know her name. When she was born, her name was not Myrtle Prout. She had a different name then.
Myrtle Prout?
Her name became Prout after she got married. But when she was a little girl, her name was Myrtle Price.
Why does she always have different names?
Yeah, most of us females, we will have different names if we get married. Then we change our name. So her name was changed from Price to Prout because she married a man named Roosevelt Prout.
But I have butterfly wings and I have a necklace in it and I have the tutu on.
Yes, I see that. Now,
Tutu matches the butterfly wings. You have to wear it.
Oh, I have to tell you something special about great grandma Myrtle Prout. She used to wear a dress that was called a baby doll dress.
And she wear it. Does it the color this?
It came in different colors, and it was just about the same length as a tutu, and it had a lot of ruffles under the skirt.
Like mine does?
It had even more ruffles than that, the one that great-great-grandma Myrtle wore. And it was called a baby doll dress. And she wore it when she was doing a special performance. She liked to play the banjo. And a lot of people didn't know that about her. But when I would visit her at her house sometimes, she would tell me stories about things that she did when she was a young lady. And that was one of the things she did. So she did sing, and she liked to wear her baby doll dress that was really a skirt full of ruffles underneath, and she played her banjo.
Like mine has full of ruffles?
Yours has full ruffles. Hers had more ruffles than yours, though. It was big with ruffles.
That much ruffles?
And that's bigger. Now, we live in the state of Georgia right now. And look at those flips. My granddaughter is good at that.
That's not a flip.
That's a... Oh, yeah. I don't know if you saw that. But there she is. She got it going on. So, then let me tell you some more about her.
Wait, you want to see it in that now?
No, I want you to come and hear some more stories about great-grandma Myrtle and what she used to do. And then I'm going to see what you remember, okay?
Okay.
So, she was not born in Georgia, which is where we live now. And before you lived in North Carolina, she was not born there. And before Ia lived in California, she was not born there. Great-grandma Myrtle was born in another southern place. Louisiana. And she lived in Louisiana for a long time, and she met her husband, and she had 3 children. Her 3 children included my dad, my father, Roosevelt Prout. And then she had a daughter named Audrey Prout, and she had another son named Clifford Prout. And when they were all grown up, her oldest son, Roosevelt Prout, moved to California. And he said, I want to bring my family to California because living in Louisiana is too hard. Wait a minute. I think the 3-year-old showed up again. Where's the 5-year-old?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Let's get back to listening to the story about who?
Ekua, the 5-year-old.
And who else? Which ancestor are we talking about?
Grandma Rita Barr.
No, we're not. Who are we talking about?
Grandma.
Which one?
Grandma Myrtle Prout.
Great-grandma Myrtle Prout.
Ah.
And I was telling you that her son, Roosevelt Prout, who's my father, moved to California. And then he decided he wanted to bring his wife and his sons and his mother to California. And that's what they did. And I have a picture of great-great-grandma Myrtle Prout.
Can I see it?
Yes. One moment. I'm going to get my picture out. Here she is.
I don't see it. Oh.
And she is beautiful.
Yeah, she does.
Oh boy, I see she has some things like you. What do you see?
A necklace.
Yes, you can see that Ekua has some of the same things that she likes that her great-great-grandma likes. Look at the pretty beads around great-great-grandma Myrtle's neck. She loved to accessorize very nicely. And we talk about that often. Where does Ekua get these ideas for how to dress? So maybe it's true that it's called culture deep structure. That's what her great grandpa would say, because we do see the same type of beads, and we see that Ekua likes to wear fluffy, pretty dresses, and her great great grandma liked that too. And what else can you notice about great grandma on this picture? Do you see something else?
This.
Her pretty blouse. Okay.
This is my pretty blouse.
No, but she has on a pretty blouse. What else can you see in her face? Can you tell? What about right here? What does she have on?
Makeup.
She has on some pretty makeup, which is the makeup on her lips.
Oh, I didn't know it was makeup. It's makeup. It's makeup.
She has on nice lipstick. Does Ekua like to wear nice lipstick and lip gloss? Yes. And I see something else, Ekua, but you have to come back over here to notice it. Look. What, do you see something there?
Earrings.
Earrings. Who just got their ears pierced?
Me.
Yes. Yes. And great grandma did like wearing pretty earrings too. Mm-hmm.
I did too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well. Mm-hmm. So when you moved from North Carolina to Georgia with your mom and your dad and your family, how did you guys get here?
Abracadabra, make Bubba and come here.
But how did you and your family move from North Carolina? Remember you used to live in North Carolina?
I do.
And how did you get here? How did your whole family get to Georgia?
It's because they drive.
Who drove?
Daddy.
Your daddy drove a car, right? A van or a truck or something like that, right?
Yes, he has a little car.
Mm-hmm.
And Mommy drove too.
Right, so you had cars to get here. But when Grandma, the first time she had to move, I don't know what type of vehicle they had to move from the country part up to New Orleans. We'll have to find out. Were they in a car? Let's see. That would have been around 1925 was the year. So I don't think she owned a car at that time. They might have been on a horse and buggy. They might have been on a horse and cart.
I think a truck.
They didn't have a truck. They could have, well, we'll have to find out. We'll look it up. But when it was time for them to move, when she was a grown
car.
lady.
Do they have a car?
No, they didn't have a car.
Do they have a horsey?
I think they may have had a horse. Mm-hmm.
Let's see the video. Can we see the video of them?
We can look it up, but not right now. We have to finish talking about it right now. Then, when they moved, the whole family had to move from Louisiana to San Francisco, California. And for that, they rode the train.
What?
I like riding trains.
Can we go on the train today?
Not today, but do you remember once before it took you on a train?
Yeah, I know that.
A couple of times.
Yeah, you took me on how many trains?
Maybe 3 or 4. But I've
it was 5.
You think we've been on the train 5 times?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we were on it 4 times, and then we didn't get, and then we had to get on it one more time, and it was 5.
So they left Louisiana And they went to California. Do you know why?
No.
Let's come up with some reasons why they might have moved.
Maybe they wanted to go.
They did want to go, but why?
Because they wanted to go to California.
They did want to go to California. Why did they want to leave Louisiana?
Because they like going to California.
Yes. But you know what else? There were some things that were going on in Louisiana that they did not like. Black people were being mistreated. People were being mean to them. And they weren't having as much freedom to do what they want to do.
That's why?
And some of them, great-grandpa Roosevelt was not able to get the kind of money for working that he wanted to. So he said, if I go to California, I'll have a better job and I'll earn more money to take care of my family. And so that's why he went. And it also meant that his children would have a better education and that his mother would have a better life too. So that's why they left.
What? They just didn't want them to be mean for them anymore.
Right. So if they had stayed in Louisiana, what do you think might have happened to them? What do you think might have happened if they stayed there? Ekua, are you listening to the question?
Because they love California.
Yeah.
And they live in California. And they like California.
And they did. They did. So when they moved to California, great-grandma Bertis was able to get different types of jobs. She was able to work at the hotel and earn money. And she was also able to work at the school, at the elementary school, and they called it a paraprofessional. That's when a parent wanted to come to the classroom for a few hours every day and be a helper to the teacher. So she was able to do that in California. We don't know if she would have been able to do the same thing in Louisiana. So life was a lot better for the whole family, including great-great-grandma Myrtle.
Myrtle Proud.
Great-great-grandma Myrtle Proud. Once they did that. Let's see what else we want to find out.
I don't know anything else.
So it asked, what about my name?
Yeah.
Right. Ia is my title. That's another way of saying mother, a special type of mother, a grandmother. So that's what Ia is. But what is Ia's name?
Grandma.
That's another title. Ia's name is Latifa. Say Latifa.
Latifa.
Ikena. Ubaka. So what is my name?
Ikena. Yeah. Ikena. Ubaka.
Latifa. Ikena. Ubaka.
Latifa. Ikena.
Ubaka. And this is my grandmother. This is my grandma Myrtle. My grandma Myrtle was born on November the 26th. And she helped me out all the time. You know, my mother is my greatest teacher. And my grandmother's, sit back, Ekua. My grandmother's also my great teachers. So, this grandma Myrtle helped me to know how to take care of your mommy when I had a new baby. So yes, she does deserve a kiss for that. Thank you. She definitely deserves a kiss to that. So that was one of the most important things that she helped me to do, is to know how to take care of your mommy when I was a young mommy. And she taught us some very special things. Like in our family, we always say, no throwaways. You know what it means? It means that every child must be loved and taken care of. That we don't ignore any children, and we help their behavior to improve so that it'll be easy for other people to love them too. But we always love them. We never stop caring about them. That's what it means when we say, Grandma Myrtle says, no throwaways. Everybody is a member of this family. Once you're born in it, you stay in it.
And then you go to another house. Once you're ready to go to another house.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Another thing about Grandma Myrtle, she liked to tell jokes. She liked to make people laugh. And one of her favorite things was cooking good food. Mm-hmm. No, not telling any Grandma Myrtle jokes right now. I can't even think of them. But that's what we're talking about. We're talking about Grandma Myrtle's things that she did to make people laugh and to make people feel good. So good cooks running a family. Grandma Myrtle loved to cook, and your mommy knew great Grandma Myrtle. I would take her over there, and she would eat, and fill up. And great Grandma Myrtle would laugh and smile. She said, "Ooh, that little old tiny baby has a big appetite." And if you don't finish your food, if she give you a lot of food and you don't eat it, she would say, "Oh, what happened? Your eyes must have been bigger than your stomach. You saw all that food and you wanted it, but there really wasn't enough space in your belly to eat it all." That's what that means. So that's a little story about.
That's a long story.
Yeah. And who was it about?
Great grandfather.
Not this one. Try again. Who was it about? Who was this?
Great grandmother?
Nope. Try again.
Great Myrtle Proud.
That's right. High five, Ekua.
Yeah.
That's my granddaughter. She's 5 years old. She's doing pretty good. That's her story about one of her migrating ancestors. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was my room.